was a 17-year-old boy running home for curfew when he wound up booked in the county jail and accused of taking part in a violent home invasion. Turns out he was innocent, but that didn't come out until he sat behind bars for 3 weeks. Tonight, we're getting a first-hand look at exactly what happened the night that he was arrested through the video and the sound from the scene captured on police recorders. Target 8's Leon Hendricks is live in studio control tonight with his story. Leon?
Brian, good evening. How could it happen? It was a story that we found important enough that we fought through denials and appeals to finally get our hands on the video that show exactly what happened. Tonight's story starts here. Grand Rapids police stopping an SUV last August. The suspicion that this vehicle is connected to a violent home invasion on the west side. The victims bound and robbed in their home. 2 perps on the run. Suspicion increases when police stop the SUV. One suspect bails. Police call out a description.
Black male, black t-shirt, blue jeans.
And then the other one speeds away.
All right, it's fleeing. The car is fleeing.
Police all over the area are now looking for the bad guys, one behind the wheel and the other on foot. A short time later, they come across Christopher Melton, a black male, black t-shirt, light-colored bottoms, and he was running. They suspect he's their man, cuff him and detain him. In the same time frame, police also caught up with that SUV, suspect number 2. Perhaps both perps are now in custody. To be sure, they brought the victim from the home invasion out to see each suspect to make sure they had the right guys. They called it a show-up identification. First stop was with the real perp, the one who sped away. Here's the voice of the victim. Her response then was immediate.
That's him. Yeah. He left that house. He had no money to come.
Meanwhile, Melton is at another scene telling police what he was really up to.
I was running because I'm trying to get home before 10 o'clock.
Police seemed to think his story was fishy. His time frames didn't line up, and there were changes as he repeated the tale. And then they brought the victim for a show-up at the scene of Melton's arrest.
I can't really see the guy. Have him move more towards your light. Tell him to move this way. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. I noticed they were light-colored shorts, and I knew that he had a black shirt on.
While we now know Melton had nothing to do with the crime, the real man seen fleeing here was later caught. Still, eventually, that night, the victim says she is sure.
So you were 100% sure that is him? Yeah. He was involved? Yeah. He's the one that takes it. I mean, I don't know if he got to get better.
Police give Melton the news.
Hear that? It says positive.
He's booked and lodged for 3 weeks before authorities finally realized they had the wrong guy. Turns out his initial statement was the truth.
I ain't do nothing. I'm pulling for my friends. All right. You might be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time. An officer's supposition early on. Later, the explanation for Melton's mistaken arrest.
It's a horrible thing for anybody like this to happen, but it's a convergence of a lot of things. It was the wrong place, wrong time.
Now, we spoke with Melton's family today. They tell us that he continues to do well in school, continues to be well behaved, and he has not had an interaction with police since. Now, his mother tells us that the one thing she wanted for him out of this whole situation was an apology from the authorities who worked on this case. She says that has not happened. In studio control, Leon Hendricks, 24-hour News 8.